Dear spectators of the human tragedy, in the shadows of a world where trust once bloomed like a fragile flower, there came a moment, sharp as shattered glass, when everything fell apart. I remember it vividly. The air was thick with deceit, and in that instant, the weight of betrayal crushed the very essence of what I held dear. Trust was my sanctuary, a precious jewel in a cruel realm. But now, it's nothing but jagged shards that cut deep into my soul, leaving scars that will never fade. Trust was a fragile thing, a delicate dance between souls, built on whispered promises and shared dreams. It was the warmth of laughter echoing in the night, the comfort of knowing someone stood by your side, unwavering. But that warmth has been replaced by a chilling emptiness. The laughter. A distant memory, echoing like ghosts in the hallways of my mind. The dreams. Now, just fading shadows, reminders of what could have been if not for the treachery that seeped into the cracks of our bond. Each piece of trust that they shattered was like glass cascading to the ground, splintering into a million fragments, each one a testament to their betrayal. I stand amidst this wreckage, surrounded by the shards of my own making, a mosaic of pain and loss. The beauty of what we had is now a cruel joke, a twisted reflection in a broken mirror. Each jagged edge whispers their name, a reminder of the price I paid for believing in their lies. Power is an intoxicating poison, isn't it? It lures you in with promises of greatness, clouds your judgment, and blinds you to the truth. Ambition can elevate you, but it can just as easily drag you into the abyss. I watched as pride twisted their hearts, turning allies into adversaries. The very relationships I cherished crumbled like dust in the wind, swept away by the storms of arrogance and greed. Every betrayal is a dagger thrust into the heart of trust, and I feel each wound as if it were my own. The architects of this betrayal, driven by their insatiable hunger for power, crafted their own demise. They danced on the ruins of our bond, unaware that each step brought them closer to isolation, where darkness becomes their only companion. As the betrayer, they may think they walk away unscathed, but the truth is, they drown in the shards of their own making. Isolation becomes their prison, and the silence that follows is deafening. Guilt wraps around them like a shroud, a constant reminder of their treachery. They may wear a mask of indifference, but beneath it lies a storm of regret, a haunting reflection of their choices. The irony is delicious. They believed they were powerful, but in reality, they are prisoners of their own making. They built walls with their lies, but those walls now close in on them, suffocating any remnants of the trust they destroyed. The shards cut deeper with each passing day, and as they drown in their own chaos, I stand amidst the wreckage, not as a victim, but as a survivor. From this darkness, I will rise. I will transform this pain into power. The loneliness that surrounds me is not a curse, it is a catalyst for growth. In this solitude, I find strength, but resolve forged in the fires of betrayal. Justice will come. Time is relentless, and it will unveil the truth. They will face their consequences, drowning in the very shards they created. The laughter, the warmth, the dreams, they may be lost, but from this darkness, something new will emerge. The world will tremble at the strength that arises from the ashes of shattered trust. In the labyrinth of ambition, I became a moth drawn to the flame, seduced by the flickering promises of power. It whispered sweet nothings, a siren's call that tugged at my very core. I pursued it relentlessly, believing that strength lay in dominance, that control was the key to happiness. Yet, in that pursuit, I lost sight of the delicate threads that bind us, the connections that once felt so indestructible. Each step toward ambition came with a price, a toll I was too blinded by pride to foresee. Ambition, a double-edged sword, shone brightly in my hand. It filled my heart with fire, yet it burned the very fabric of my relationships to ash. I watched as the people I cherished became mere pawns in my game, their smiles turning to masks of unease. The laughter that once filled the air now echoed with tension, a prelude to the unraveling. I was a king in a crumbling castle, blinded by the glitter of my crown while the foundation beneath me cracked and splintered. Pride, that insidious beast, prowled behind my every decision. It whispered lies that I was invincible, that I could soar above the rubble I was creating. But with every act of betrayal, I carved my own grave, digging deeper into the soil of despair. The very relationships I sought to elevate became collateral damage, their trust eroded like cliffs worn by relentless waves. I transformed allies into adversaries, turning warm embraces into icy stares, as the bonds of kinship snapped like brittle twine. The fragility of relationships is a truth often ignored, but reality masked by the allure of power. Yet, as I climbed higher, I felt the ground beneath me shift. Those who once stood by my side began to drift away, like autumn leaves caught in a cruel wind. I became an island, surrounded by the tumult of my own making. Each betrayal, a jagged rock cast into the sea of trust, rippling outward, destroying everything in its path. Isolation wrapped itself around me like a shroud, a chilling reminder of my own hubris. I reveled in the chaos I had wrought, but the shadows began to close in, whispering secrets of my folly. I was alone, drowning in the very shards I had created. The laughter that once filled my life was replaced by the hollow echo of my choices, reverberating through the empty halls of my heart. The very power I sought had become my prison, and in my solitude, I faced the relentless tide of guilt. Each memory of betrayal played like a haunting melody in my mind. I was both the conductor and the audience, orchestrating my own downfall while grappling with the consequences of my actions. The guilt seeped into my bones, a constant reminder that the price of ambition is steep. I wore my mask of indifference, but beneath it lay a tempest of regret, clawing at my insides, demanding to be acknowledged. The irony of it all is deliciously twisted. In my quest for strength, I had unwittingly become weak. I had chased power, only to realize that in the end, it was power that enslaved me. The walls I built to protect my ambition now loomed overhead, a suffocating cage. I had sown discord, and now I reaped the bitter harvest of loneliness. Yet, from this darkness, a flicker of resolve ignited within me. I would no longer be a puppet of my own pride. The shards of trust one had shattered would be the very tools I used to forge my path forward. The isolation that threatened to consume me would instead become the crucible in which my strength was born. In this silence, I would find clarity, and from the ashes of betrayal, I would rise, relentless, unyielding, and ready to reclaim what was lost. Justice is not a distant dream, it is a promise that time will fulfill. The reckoning will come, and as I stand amidst the wreckage of my choices, I will not falter. The world will witness the metamorphosis of a soul forged in darkness, a harbinger of the truths that must be revealed. The laughter, the warmth, the dreams, they may have slipped through my fingers, but from this abyss, I shall emerge, ready to confront the very essence of betrayal itself. In the realm of betrayal, every choice we make becomes a thread, weaving our fate with the lives of others. Yet, when threads are severed, the fabric of reality unravels, leaving behind a tapestry of chaos and regret. I stood at the precipice, the architect of my own ruin, drawing plans in the shadows, convinced that I could build a fortress of power upon the ashes of trust. But those blueprints became a nightmare, etched in the very bones of those I once cherished. The face of the betrayer is often a mask of ambition, a facade that hides the roiling storm beneath. It is a face I wore with pride, believing the lies whispered in my ear, promises of grandeur, visions of supremacy. But as I constructed my empire, I failed to see the cracks forming around me, the tremors of discontent shaking the foundations of loyalty. The very hands that once lifted me now trembled with betrayal, their whispers echoing in the hollow chambers of my heart. Confronting the fallout is an experience unlike any other. In the wake of betrayal, silence reigns supreme, a deafening void that swallows laughter and love alike. The aftermath is a battlefield littered with the remnants of shattered dreams and broken bonds. I felt their eyes upon me, once filled with warmth, now reflecting the cold disdain of 1,000 unspoken words. Each gaze a dagger, each silence a reminder of the trust one had obliterated. I was left to wander through the ruins of my choices, haunted by the specters of those I had wronged. Consequences are relentless, creeping like shadows in the twilight. They do not come bearing gifts, instead, they arrive with chains, binding us to our past. I bore the weight of my actions like a crown of thorns, each prick a reminder of the pain I inflicted. As I stood amidst the wreckage, I realized that betrayal is a cycle, a dark carousel that spins endlessly, feeding on the sorrow of the betrayed and the betrayer alike. Each act of treachery invites further destruction, a dance of despair that knows no end. The cycle is cruel, an echo that reverberates through time, reminding us that every choice has a consequence, every betrayal a ripple effect. I watched others fall victim to the same fate I had orchestrated, their hearts shattered as mine had been. The very power I sought became a poison, infecting relationships, transforming allies into adversaries. The laughter that once rang out in joy now drowned beneath the waves of mistrust, leaving only the choking silence of regret in its wake. Isolation is the cruelest punishment, a self-imposed exile from the warmth of companionship. I became a ghost in my own life, drifting through memories tinged with sorrow, the faces of those I betrayed fading like distant stars. In this solitude, I confronted the reflection of my own guilt, a haunting visage that mirrored the chaos I had sown. The weight of my choices pressed down upon me, a heavy shroud that threatened to suffocate my very essence. But within this darkness, a flicker of truth emerged. The shards of trust one had shattered became not just reminders of my failures, but tools of clarity. In the silence, amidst the remnants of my ambition, I found a path illuminated by the lessons of my past. The isolation that once consumed me transformed into a sanctuary, a place where I could forge my strength anew. Here, in the shadows, I would reclaim my power, not through the chains of betrayal, but through the liberation of honesty. Justice is not a fleeting notion, it is a force that time unveils, revealing the full weight of our actions. I stand ready to confront this reckoning, to challenge the very nature of betrayal itself. The laughter, the warmth, the dreams, they may have vanished into the ether, but from this abyss, I will rise, unyielding and relentless. The world will bear witness to my transformation, a testament to the resilience born from darkness, as I set forth on a journey to reclaim what was lost and restore the balance shattered by my own hand. In the stillness that follows betrayal, a chilling truth seeps into the cracks of our existence. The betrayed may wear their scars like badges, but the betrayer? They drown in a sea of their own making, waves of isolation crashing against the walls they built around themselves. Each fragment of shattered trust becomes a dagger lodged in the heart, a painful reminder that power, once wielded recklessly, can transform the strongest into mere shadows of their former selves. Consequences are not just the echo of a misstep, they are a relentless tide that washes away the illusions of grandeur. Those who once stood beside the betrayer, eyes gleaming with loyalty, now turn away, leaving behind an empty stage where the laughter of camaraderie used to resonate. The betrayer is left alone, a solitary figure amidst the ruins of their own ambition, a once mighty ruler reduced to a mere specter haunting the halls of their own desolation. The weight of their choices becomes an anchor, dragging them deeper into the abyss, a fitting punishment for the arrogance that blinded them. Isolation, a bitter fruit born of betrayal, wraps its cold fingers around the heart. The betrayer finds themselves trapped in a cage of their own making, the bars forged from the broken promises and trust laid to waste. There is no escape from the solitude that envelopes them, no solace in the company of others. Every attempt to reach out is met with withdrawal, every whisper of hope drowned in the silence of disdain. The walls close in, and the darkness becomes a companion, whispering truths that cut deeper than any blade. The once vibrant colors of life fade to monochrome, leaving only a grayscale existence filled with regret. In this isolation, a reflection stares back, a haunting visage that reveals the true cost of betrayal. Guilt, a relentless specter, looms large, casting shadows over every moment of fleeting peace. It gnaws at the betrayer's resolve, reminding them of the laughter silenced, the warmth extinguished. Each memory, once cherished, now serves as an indictment of their choices. The echoes of joy turn into a cacophony of sorrow, drowning out any semblance of redemption. In the depths of their solitude, they confront the truth. They are architects of their own despair. Yet, within this suffocating darkness, a flicker of clarity emerges. The shards of trust they shattered, sharp and jagged, serve not merely as reminders of their failures, but as instruments of enlightenment. Each piece reflects a lesson hard-earned, illuminating the path ahead. In the quiet, amidst the echoes of their remorse, they begin to understand that true strength is born from vulnerability, not the false bravado of power, but the raw honesty of facing one's demons. The isolation that once suffocated becomes a crucible of transformation. Here, in the depths of despair, the betrayer learns to wield their pain as a weapon against the darkness. The shadows, once menacing, now become allies in the journey toward redemption. With each passing moment, they gather the shards, piecing together a new identity forged in the fires of regret and reflection. In the stillness, they find a voice, one that speaks not of dominance but of accountability, not of vengeance but of justice. Justice, like time, is an unyielding force, revealing the truths hidden beneath layers of deceit. As the betrayer navigates the aftermath of their choices, they prepare for the reckoning that awaits. The laughter that once filled the air may be silenced, but from the depths of their isolation, they emerge with a resolve stronger than steel. No longer will they drown in the shards of their own making. Instead, they will rise, unyielding and fierce, ready to reclaim the narrative and restore the balance disrupted by their actions. The world will bear witness to this metamorphosis, a testament to the power that lies in embracing one's darkest shadows as they step into the light with newfound purpose. In the abyss of betrayal, where shadows stretch and darkness clings like a heavy fog, something unexpected stirs. It is the raw, unrefined essence of strength, born not from the glittering heights of power, but from the depths of vulnerability. Here, amidst the remnants of shattered trust, a transformation begins. The very pain that once paralyzed becomes a forge, shaping resilience from the ashes of despair. Each jagged shard of betrayal, once a mark of weakness, now glimmers with the promise of strength, a weapon against the darkness that seeks to consume its bearer. Loneliness wraps around the betrayer like a shroud, a chilling embrace that echoes with the silence of lost connections. But in this solitude, clarity emerges. The empty space once filled with laughter and camaraderie becomes a sanctuary for introspection. It is here, in the company of one's own thoughts, that the betrayer confronts the ghosts of their past. They sift through the memories, not with regret, but with purpose. In the stillness, they recognize that pain is not the end, it is the beginning of something profound. It is a call to rise, to take the very shards that once cut so deeply and transform them into a mosaic of strength. Embracing loneliness does not mean succumbing to despair, rather, it is an invitation to dig deeper, to unearth the strength lying dormant beneath layers of sorrow. The betrayer learns that solitude can be a catalyst for growth, a fertile ground where resilience takes root. In the absence of distractions, they begin to see the world anew, each moment stripped of artifice, raw and real. This clarity sharpens their purpose, forging a path that leads not to revenge, but to justice, a quest to right the wrongs that mar their journey. As time trudges on, the betrayer gathers their resolve, crafting a new identity from the remnants of the old. They become a warrior clad not in the armor of arrogance, but in the humility that comes from recognizing their flaws. With each step forward, they shed the weight of betrayal, transforming it into fuel that propels them toward redemption. The darkness, once a suffocating presence, now serves as a backdrop against which their newfound strength shines brightly. Justice, elusive and often distorted, becomes the guiding star in this tumultuous sea of self-discovery. The betrayer understands that seeking justice is not merely about retribution, it is a commitment to restoring balance. They know that to heal the wounds they inflicted, they must confront the echoes of their past, not with vengeance, but with the determination to make amends. Each action they take reverberates through the fabric of their existence, a thread woven with intention and accountability. As the betrayer steps into the light, they carry with them the scars of their journey, marks of battles fought and lessons learned. They no longer fear the darkness, they embrace it as part of their story, a testament to the strength forged in the fire of adversity. In this dance with shadows, they find a power that transcends the superficial allure of ambition. It is a power rooted in authenticity, in the courage to be vulnerable, and in the unwavering resolve to seek justice in a world that often turns a blind eye. And so, from the depths of betrayal, the anti-hero emerges, not as a conqueror, but as a survivor. They walk the line between light and dark, wielding their pain as a testament to resilience. The shards of trust that once threatened to drown them now sparkle in the sunlight, a reminder that true strength is not the absence of pain, but the ability to rise, to learn, and to transform. This is the essence of their journey, an odyssey through the shadows, culminating not in despair, but in an unwavering commitment to justice and the reclamation of their own narrative. Time, the silent specter that looms over our lives, moves with an indifferent grace, weaving its way through the tapestry of existence. It has no favorites, no allies, and certainly no mercy. It watches as betrayal unfolds, a slow-motion train wreck, each moment stretching into eternity, leaving scars that fester beneath the surface. The passage of time is like a relentless tide, eroding the sharp edges of pain but never truly washing it away. Instead, it reveals the undercurrents of truth, dragging secrets from the depths into the light, where they can no longer hide. Memories, unforgiving and vivid, cling like shadows to the walls of the mind. They are the ghosts of laughter now silenced, of promises made and broken. Each recollection is a dagger, twisting deeper as time reveals the full extent of betrayal's reach. What once felt like a fleeting moment of joy now transforms into a haunting reminder of trust shattered. The laughter shared in the warmth of companionship echoes hollow, a cruel joke played by the very hands of fate. These memories do not fade, they linger, relentless in their pursuit, demanding acknowledgement of the pain they carry. As the clock ticks on, truths unfurl like petals of a dark flower, revealing the stark reality of choices made. The betrayer, in their hubris, may have believed they could escape the consequences, that they could dance through life unscathed. Yet time is the ultimate judge, revealing the cracks in their facade, exposing the fragility of their constructed world. Each tick of the clock resonates like a heartbeat, reminding them that their actions are not erased by the passage of days. Rather, they are amplified, echoing through every decision they make. The slow reveal of truth is a double-edged sword. It cuts through the illusions that once served as armor, leaving the betrayer exposed and vulnerable. They come to understand that time does not merely heal, it clarifies. It strips away the layers of deception, forcing them to confront the reality of their betrayal. No longer can they hide behind the mirage of power and pride. The shards of broken trust glimmer with a painful brilliance, each piece a lesson learned the hard way, a reminder of the cost of their ambition. In this relentless march of time, a choice arises. The betrayer can either be crushed beneath the weight of their guilt or rise to meet the challenge laid before them. The shadows of their past loom large, but within that darkness lies the opportunity for redemption. Time does not grant absolution, it demands accountability. It whispers of the strength that can emerge from the ashes of regret if one dares to confront their demons. The journey through this darkness is not for the faint of heart. It requires a reckoning, a moment of brutal honesty where the betrayer must face the mirror and acknowledge the reflection staring back. The truth may be harsh, but it is the only path to reclaiming one's narrative. In this confrontation, they find the chance to transform their pain into purpose. The scars of betrayal become badges of honor, symbols of a battle fought and a lesson learned. As time continues its relentless march, the betrayer learns that the past is not a chain binding them to despair, but a foundation upon which they can build a new future. The weight of shattered trust becomes a catalyst for change, urging them to seek justice not just for themselves, but for those they have wronged. In this pursuit, they discover the power of vulnerability, the strength that comes from acknowledging their mistakes and choosing to rise from them. Thus, time becomes a companion in their journey, a relentless judge, yes, but also a wise mentor. It teaches them that while the echoes of betrayal may never completely fade, they can be transformed into a symphony of resilience. The past, with all its wounds, can be woven into a narrative of strength, a testament to the enduring spirit that refuses to be defined by betrayal. In this dance with time, the betrayer stands not as a victim, but as a warrior, ready to confront the consequences of their actions. They embrace the shadows, understanding that within them lies the potential for redemption. The clock may tick on, but they stride forward, determined to carve a path of justice and reclaim the power that betrayal once sought to steal. Time is relentless, but so too is their resolve. The stage is set, shadows stretch like whispered secrets, and the air is thick with the weight of silence. Here, in this moment, I stand before you, a reflection of your own choices, a mirror cracked and distorted yet revealing the truth you dare not face. Look closely. What do you see? The shards of trust, the echoes of betrayal, each one a testament not just to my fall, but to yours as well. We are bound by the same darkness, and it is time to confront the demons that dwell within. Consider this: every act of betrayal is a stone cast into the still waters of your life. The ripples spread, reaching others in ways you cannot imagine. You may think you wield power, but in your quest for control, you have sown seeds that will one day sprout thorns. The cost of shattered trust is steep, and you may not yet feel the weight of your choices, but I assure you, it will come. It is the law of existence, an unyielding truth that echoes through the corridors of time. What you dismiss as a mere transaction, a fleeting moment of convenience, is, in fact, a declaration of war against the very fabric of connection. Each time you exploit another's trust, you forge a weapon that will one day turn against you. You are not just the architect of your ambitions, you are also the harbinger of your own isolation. Power gained through deceit is a hollow victory, leaving you standing alone amidst the ruins you once called relationships. Now, let's talk about guilt. The reflection in the mirror is unforgiving, isn't it? It shows you the face of the betrayer, the one who wears a mask of pride while their soul is drowning in regret. You may laugh it off, brush it aside like a bad dream, but deep down, you know. You cannot escape the truth that gnaws at you, like a shadow lurking in the corner of your mind. It is a relentless companion, forcing you to confront the wreckage left in your wake. But here lies the paradox: within the very darkness you have created, there exists an opportunity. The pain you feel, the isolation you experience, these are not just punishments. They are the seeds of transformation. Embrace it. Dive into the depths of your sorrow, for it is there that you will uncover your strength. You must allow the shadows to guide you, to teach you the harsh lessons that only the passage of time can reveal. This journey is not for the faint-hearted. It demands a reckoning, a moment when you must strip away the layers of denial and face the consequences of your actions. It is in that brutal honesty that you will find redemption. The scars of betrayal can become your armor, not your shackle. They tell a story of battles fought and lessons learned. They remind you that you have the power to rise above the chaos you have created. As you walk this path, remember that time is your greatest ally. It will not absolve you of your sins, but it will unveil the truth. Each tick of the clock is a reminder that you have the power to reshape your narrative. The past is not a prison, it is a foundation upon which you can build a future defined by accountability and resilience. So I call upon you now, reflect on your choices. Acknowledge the cost of shattered trust, not just for others, but for yourself. This is your moment to step into the light, to reclaim the power that betrayal sought to steal. The journey through shadows is daunting, but it is also a path to self-discovery. Choose to walk it with courage, for within the darkness lies the potential for true strength. In the end, we are all warriors in this battle against our own demons. The clock ticks on, relentless and unwavering, but remember, it is not just time that judges us, it is our choices. Stand tall, confront your past, and let the echoes of betrayal transform into a symphony of resilience. You have the power to write your own story. Will it be one of despair or one of redemption? The choice is yours. If you resonate with the truth that even in darkness, there lies the potential for strength, share this message. Leave a comment about a moment when your own missteps led to unexpected growth, and subscribe for more audacious reflections that challenge the status quo. Embrace the shadows, it's there that you forge your true self. Will you rise from the ashes or remain a prisoner of your past? The choice is yours.